Okay, at this time we're going to be looking at the left hand arpeggiated chord tone in a movement. Now this is a great application to use on tunes because what we're basically doing here is taking the chord tones, the 1, the 3, the 5, or the 7, and this is applied to the progression 2-5-1-6. 2 minor 7, 5 dominant 7, 1 major 7, and the 6 minor 7. So what this does is gives you an opportunity to see like a common progression you'd see in tunes. The left hand can be picking up the pulse now on the left, keeping the steady quarter note patterns using a combination of these formulas of the chord tone, what we refer to as a permutation. Okay, instead of playing 1, 3, 5, 7, you can have 1, 3, 7, 5. 1, 5, 7, 3, 1, 5, 3, 7, 1, 7, 5, 3, 1, 7, 3, 5. So you have all the combinations. Okay. So, so what we'll do is, and we'll also look at how the third and the fifth can move beyond that of the octave. Okay, so let's take a look at this page right now. It's really a valuable skill because what it does, it keeps the inner movement. We have the inner tonal movement we can do between the two hands, but more importantly, we can just we have kind of somewhat covered this in our pattern section when we do chordal patterns. This is similar, could be viewed as a pattern, but it's keeping a steady flow of time. You know what I mean? So it's like you're using using this as a means of keeping time moving. Okay? Watch this. Here we go. Starting off, the first one, we're going to have 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. This is just taking the chord. It's pretty basic, okay? Which is outlining the chord tones, okay? Then we start getting into the alterations, the permutations of that. You can go 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 7, 5, like that. 1, 3, 7, 5, 1, 3, 7, 5, 1, 3. Now let me show you how you can take that same thing. It says first step is keeping everything, all those patterns, within one octave. The second one is have the third or the fifth move beyond the octave. Okay, so here, if you're going to do the 1, 3, 7, 5, you can go 1, 3, 7, 5, 1, 3, 7, 5, 1, 3, 7, 5, 1, 3, 7, 5. See how that's choosing either the third or the fifth or or both to go beyond that of the octave. It's really a great skill. And then it says use a full variety of placement of the 4 parts. So when you get to step 3, you can start then now mixing and matching whether they go beyond the octave or stay within the octave. You can do any permutation of this of these chords. So let me do a little bit of that now, and I'll show you where I'm keeping it within 1 octave, and I'll show you where I'm going. You'll clearly see where I'm going beyond the 1 octave. Okay, this is a great skill. It's a little bit more challenging, of course, when we do it against an active melody, but right now, work it on the whole notes, and you can eventually work it in. It's a great timekeeper. You're playing quarter notes here. You can try experimenting with this on your tunes of your choice, and yeah, you really enjoy what's coming back at you. It's really pretty cool. It's great. Here we go. So we start off with C minor 7. Let's keep it tight first. 1, 7, 5, 3. Now I'm going to go, I'm going to do a mixture now. 1, 7, 5, 3. And then I can go within 1 octave. 1, 3, 5, 7. Now the next key. 1, 7, 3, 5. And the nice thing about this is you can play these pretty low because of the chord tone. They are chord tones, so you're going to still, you're not playing anything beyond that up within the structure of the chord, so it really gives you the liberties to be able to play it a little lower if you like. Okay, then the F sharp, 1, 7, 3, 5, 1, 7, 3, 5. See how I went up high there? 1, 3, 7, 5. There was a whole series of them where they went higher. Next one I can go tight. 1, 7, 5, 3. It's almost like it almost takes on an improvisational kind of feeling in the left hand when you start getting really creative of choosing different chord tones and different series. So what it does, it strengthens the fact that you really have to know the chord tones in this situation. It's so important. I can't stress it enough. So I think if you were to take some time with this, really go easy, okay, and really try to observe all the possibilities, especially when they start going beyond that of the octave. You start getting into 1 7 5 3 or 1 7 5 3 or 1 5 7 3. You can even go way up if you like. You get a lot of freedom here to be experimenting. Okay, great skill. I think you're going to find this to be a real valuable part of your playing, and it's something professionals use all the time. It's a great way to keep the chords moving, keep the time moving, and supporting what's going on in the melody. Okay, go slow. Be looking at all your options.